how do you manage bad reviews? This is my worst nightmare, and every therapist's worst nightmare is to get a bad review. And especially to get a bad review when maybe it's something that's not necessarily within your control or a misunderstanding. Unfortunately, I think as therapists and as anybody who has their reviews open, you have to be prepared that you may get a bad review or you may get even 4 stars. 4 stars will knock down your 5-star rating on Google, and that can feel really bad. Nobody wants bad reviews. I think that we need to make sure all of our customer service is in place, that we're giving high quality care, that we're troubleshooting problems at the front end. If somebody calls in and they have some kind of complaint, that if you have a group practice, that the owner manages that, or that you work with your team if there's any things that they're sensing, like, hey, this person may write a bad review, or they didn't have the best experience, or just this thing happened, like we charged their card twice by accident and now they're angry, that gets troubleshooted at the front end. But a lot of the times reviews come from left field, and it's like, wow, I didn't even realize that. Or it's just a complaint about maybe a style or something maybe somebody said, a therapist said in session that maybe the client just really didn't click with or vibe with. And, it's really unfortunate because we can't solicit reviews from our clients. It's not like we can ask all of our, best and most favorite clients to write great reviews for us. We have to allow the process to happen naturally. I'm a big advocate of asking friends, families, and colleague members to write reviews for you so that you have some, because people are looking for reviews nowadays. They're looking at that. So reviews are important. You want to make sure that when you are managing any kind of review that comes, that you're following HIPAA. So then that way you're not, responding directly to the review and you're like, you client who were here last week, this is not what happened. Please call our office. If you know who the client is, you can always pick up the phone and call them and get in touch with them. A lot of the times with reviews, people just want to be heard. They don't necessarily want to write a bad review, but they don't really know how else to be heard. And so it's important that if you want to get in touch with that person, that you get in touch with them and you say, I hear you, I see you, can we troubleshoot this? Is there, a way if we resolve this that you would consider removing the review? You need to be careful of that, especially with the power dynamic relationship of, therapist holds more power than the client. So we have to be mindful of these things. The way that I've handled when we've gotten bad reviews is, just to kind of take a look at why the review came, where it came from. I considered things like clinical presentation of clients, maybe if there were some underlying reasons why a client may decide to write a bad review. I take all of those things into consideration. And so, you may get a bad review. You have to be prepared for that. I want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, TherapyNotes. If you're looking for an electronic health record that's really full service, that can help you run your practice, that can help you run a telehealth practice, and an electronic health record company that really has great customer service, I want you to check out TherapyNotes. So I want you to not be overly fearful and overly worried about getting a bad review. Be prepared that may happen, that you might not always have 5 stars on Google or on Facebook, that you respond appropriately to those reviews, and don't worry. A 4.7 is still a really great review. Oftentimes when picking a restaurant, anything above a 4.5 is great. So if you do get a bad review, maybe ask a couple of friends or colleagues to write reviews for you. So that one gets pushed down, you get some more reviews, your numbers go up. And so you can feel good about the practice that you're running. I'm here most days of the week answering your questions. I'll see you soon, everybody. Bye.